And I had gone to neon school and had been doing neon locally for small businesses, medium-sized businesses, and some lighting. And I'd gone to a conference, and it was all glass. And it was neon, blown glass, stained glass, fused and slumped. And that was the first time I ever saw glass. And I have to tell you that I saw some of the best glass blowers in the country at the time. What was so amazing about this particular experience is that they blew glass almost in silence. And it was this incredible dance. And a year later, I was at San Francisco State. Then from that class, I got a job cleaning a studio in Emeryville. And I did the typical scrub floors, scrub stairs, trash. I was there at 6 o'clock in the morning from Sacramento. But it was an opportunity that doesn't happen very often. So I stuck with it. And I went down every Friday. For every 4 days, I got 1 day. And of course, I really didn't know what to do with it, because I wasn't very good. In fact, I was pretty terrible in the very beginning, but I did know how to sweep a floor, and I did know how to clean, and I did know how to show up on time. So I started to meet some other local glass blowers, and I said, hey, I've got a whole day to blow glass. Would you like to join me? And that obviously got takers, because glass is very, very expensive to do, to the tune of about $400 a day just to rent the studio. So of course I had takers, and I said, all right, you can do your own work, but in exchange, I need to learn how to blow glass. Will you teach me? So once a month, I would meet with these folks. And then after about a year of that, I found a studio here in town. And it was much smaller and more in tune with my skill set at the time. So I rented time from them. And then about a year later, with the help of my mentor, Andre Gaillet, I built my own furnace. And from there, the long and the short of it, through an amazing career at the Renaissance Fair and the California State Fair and my home studio, and now in these contemporary years of the teens, I've been blowing glass for 20 years full time. My main assistant, Sandy Patali, she's been working with me for about 9 years. She took a class 9 years ago. She got it as a gift. Well, I think, I think there's a couple reasons why there aren't very many women. But I think it kind of follows through with the tradition of glassblowing in Italy. There aren't any women, so I think, not that it's so chauvinistic in the United States, but I think it takes an engineering mind. I think it takes hard work. I think it may be a little bit social culture where women aren't really, we aren't necessarily encouraged to go out and be aggressive and strong and engineering minded. But like I said, the ones that are blowing glass are incredible glass blowers, incredible artists, not to mention patience, and certainly very giving. I think that's the environment that gets fostered a lot more nowadays, is just an openness to share. So you're seeing more and more, especially younger women, coming into glass blowing. Because I'll make glass no matter what, in one form or fashion. But to know that my hometown supports me, and that I have genuine respect amongst peers. This year we'll be at State Fair, so I'm really excited about how many people will be exposed to that. And then from teaching them, I think that the return is that people just want to support sort of a hometown, homegrown issue of an artist. Well, for that, it just makes getting up in the morning and doing this very hard art form just a little bit easier.